Jesus became an old man dressed in worn, plain clothes. He walked slowly between the market stalls, with the blazing sun burning over his head. His lips were cracked, his hands were trembling, and even the way he walked showed a deep kind of exhaustion, like someone who had been walking alone for far too long. "Get out of here, old man! You're scaring the customers away!" the person at the first stall shouted at him. Without giving him even a shred of dignity, they drove him away. So he had no choice but to keep looking. But as he went on, more than 10 stalls turned him away. In the end, he came to the very last stall in the market. It was the smallest stall, and also the most run-down one. Auntie Sita, who sold fried rice, had been out there since 5 in the morning, but up to that moment, she still hadn't even made back her bus fare. She saw him slowly coming closer, noticed his cracked lips, and saw how exhausted he was. Without almost even thinking about it, she poured him a cup of cool water and placed a plate of hot food in front of him. Then she said to him, "Sir, come sit in the shade. Under a sun this brutal, nobody should have to keep pushing through like that." The old man ate slowly, then lifted his eyes and looked at her. Those eyes were unlike anything she had ever seen before, filled with a kind of peace that did not seem like it belonged to this world. After he finished eating, he gently held her hand and said to her in a low voice, "Today, even when you had nothing yourself, you still chose to give, and everything you gave away today will come back to you multiplied before this day is over." After saying that, he stood up, turned the corner, and in the blink of an eye, disappeared into the crowd. What happened that afternoon could not be explained by anyone. Auntie Sita's stall suddenly became packed with people, more lively than it had ever been before. For a full 20 years, she had never seen anything like it. She sold out everything, and even the very last pot was empty. But the stalls beside her barely sold anything at all. That night, as Auntie Sita counted the money she had made, her eyes filled with tears. She was not crying because of the money, but because she suddenly remembered the old man's eyes and finally understood who it was that had sat at her stall that day, eating the fried rice she had made. Jesus will not come before you wrapped in luxury. When he comes, he may be hungry, desperate for water, and dressed in the plainest, poorest clothes. But he will always bless the hand that is willing to reach out and help others without asking why. If you believe that every act of kindness is seen by heaven, then comment Amen, and also tell us what city you're watching us from.